Ezine 2021.
Neither a poem nor a tale. These are headlines which are bare. A very good evening to all of you. This is Pramod Dajakadi. Today, all of us are gathered here for the grand launch of Ezine 2021, conducted by the teacher trainees of English course of Mahaweli National College of Education. I would like to warmly welcome our Madam President, Mrs. W. P. Dianagi, Vice President, Academic and Quality Assurance, Mrs. Ivy Singh, Vice President, Administration and Finance, Mrs. M.R.I.K. Ratnayaka, Vice President, Continuing Teacher Education, Mr. Jayanta Rupasinghe, also our special guests, our former President, Mrs. S.J.M.S. Samarkon, and our former Vice President, Mr. Saman Pitawala, and also our beloved lecturers and my dear colleagues for this event. To begin with, I would like to invite Taransika to deliver her welcome speech.
A very good evening to all of you. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all at the very beginning of Ezine 2021. First and foremost, I warmly welcome our respectable Madam President, Mrs. Kandiliyanage, our special guests, former President, Mrs. S.J.M.S. Samarakon Madam, former Vice President, Mr. Saman Pitawala Sir, Vice Presidents, Deans, Coordinating Lecturers, our beloved lecturers, our senior sisters and brothers from 33rd batch, and my dear colleagues from 34th batch. It's a moment of great honor and privilege to welcome you all to this function. A man with null communication system in the society is like life without food, because communication is much more important to our lives. Likewise, our linguistic ability was improved with the civilization. It doesn't matter how much the technology enhanced, because the newspapers still exist. So, today we, the English unit of Mahaweli National College of Education, proudly launch e-newspapers. I ensure our Ezine 2021 will be enjoyable, fruitful and profitable for next few hours. Once again, I welcome you all and we are extremely delighted to have you all with us. Enjoy your splendorous evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Taransika. Newspaper. It is not just an object. It is an emotion with millions of events. We have seen our parents and grandparents read the newspapers in fresh mornings while having their favorite cup of tea to begin their day. It's a pure bliss. But as time evolves, and since this is a paperless and a busy world, newspapers also have become e-newspapers which we can read using our smart devices. To get a better idea of the evolution of the newspapers, I would like to invite Aruna Shanta to talk about this.
What is a newspaper? A newspaper is a publication which is published in a regular manner, containing news, information and advertising printed on a paper. It means it's a source of information, and this is the story of the newspaper. In the ancient times, most of the information was disseminated orally, and merchants, sailors or travelers brought news from all over the world with them to their own countries. Not only that, there were criers who walked along the paths by announcing births, marriages and deaths, especially in Europe. The first ever thing that can be called as a newspaper was invented in ancient Rome, and it had been named as Acta Diurna. The meaning is daily doings. At the beginning, it was an inscription, a document written on the face of a rock, and in later times it had been written on papers. This was established by the government and people gathered around it and read it. It contained information on events, births, deaths, gossips and many more. The turning point. In 1440, Johannes Gutenberg did the invention of the millennium, the printing press. It enabled people to print 4,000 pages per day, and it was 1,000 times faster than doing it by hand. With the help of the Gutenberg's invention, the whole world was invaded by printed texts and documents. The place where people got the idea of a newspaper. In ancient Venice, there were a kind of letters called avvisi, handwritten and folded as pages, which contained political and military issues. These were broadcasted in a weekly schedule. This inspired the basic idea of the newspaper. Combination of ideas. In 1609, Johann Carolus published the first weekly newspaper called
Relation aller Vornehmen und gedenkwürdigen Historien.
Sorry, I'm not going to read it because I'm sure I will mispronounce it because it's in German. However, this consisted the four principles of a true newspaper: accessibility to public, published at a regular interval, daily, weekly or monthly. Up-to-date information, covers variety of topics. Within a short period of time, the entire Europe embraced the idea of a newspaper, and in 1665, the first English newspaper was published as Oxford Gazette. Eventually, it became London Gazette. After that, it didn't take much time for the newspaper to spread all over the globe. Now, it's the digital age. Today, we are also doing this program via digital media, and now newspapers are created on the digital platform. The number of printed copies of newspapers are getting reduced while their digitalized versions are still in use. Reports indicate that the number of visitors logging into newspaper websites have increased by 3.5 million from 2014 to 2016. It seems it is becoming no more a newspaper but a news site in the time yet to come.
Thank you, Arunashanta. To make this event more interesting, I am happy to call our first two comparers, Sangeeta Tatsarani and Arshana Nalim.
Ashwana, a little while ago, we watched a video related to the history of the newspaper.
Yes, today morning I also read an interesting newspaper article. It was in the newspaper called The Mirror.
Yes, I also read the newspaper. This week, it had several interesting topics such as a new COVID break, Black Easter, so on.
Sounds interesting. I also found several interesting newspaper articles from this newspaper, such as the tragic situation of teacher trainees due to the COVID pandemic situation. And also, I was able to find an interesting article. It was about the Disney cartoons. So now, let's take a sneaky look at the newspaper, The Mirror.
No matter how important the celebration is, safety is the first thing to care. Patients in ICUs are increased, health conditions has decreased. Read more and help them to save you.
The fight against COVID-19 is far from over. Let's slow the speed. Stay home, stay safe.
Though the Vesak festival is the most important religious event for Buddhists, the government has announced to celebrate Vesak staying at home due to the COVID-19 pandemic in Sri Lanka.
Harm of missing College of Education worse than virus risk. Are you agree with me? We already know that world is facing COVID pandemic right now. Without our awareness, another case will arise. As citizens of a developing country, will be able to face some difficulties in education in the future. Think yourself. Wait with extra pages packed with news and features about reopening colleges for your reading pleasure with me.
We all should give priority to the health and safety of the younger generation. So, all the schools and educational institutes will be remain closed due to this COVID-19 pandemic.
Looks like Colombo Port City going to turn the Sri Lankan economy upside down. But how? Is it gonna be just a future for us with the sustainable and smarter cities, or as a Chinese colony? Read and you do the debate.
21st of April 2019 was the day many innocent people were killed in a brutal attack. Joyful Easter Day became as a sorrowful Black Sunday. What's the reason for this attack? What happened in this attack? We lost many of our relations, friends, parents, children. The innocent kids lost their life in that attack. So, what is the reason? What happened there? Let's see in this article.
This is about the wonderful memory we gathered by celebrating Mahaweli New Year festival, full of joys and full of blessings. How we enjoy the festival as a team of brotherhood. It is really fantastic.
Be careful out there, cause it's very adjustive. The COVID-19. Do we have gotten far enough in this situation that we even have to wear masks inside? Read with us, be updated, and be more cautious.
What's going on in the country? Country at a crossroads. Go through these lines carefully.
Colleges of education, the highly affected institutions in educational sector because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Come and read it with us.
One person dies of COVID-19 in Maharashtra every third minute, which is the worst hit state in the second wave of the pandemic in India.
China's biggest rocket debris crashed into the Indian Ocean. Wax Museum removes the most popular Harry and Meghan figures from the royal display. But they will be forever in people's mind as royals.
I'm really happy to take you all to a stress-free zone. I know this is the much needed thing in these days. Let me tell you one thing. I'm not a therapist, and this is also not going to be a therapeutic article. But this is kind of bunch of ideas and a reminder for all of us to lead a stress-free life.
Change yourselves. Changing yourselves, like then you can contribute to that change. So when others also change, then we can create that major change. Rather than blaming a situation, if we change ourselves and walk the path that we talk about, right? That is, or if we just ask them to follow a path, we have to start walking in it. I'm a believer in that. So that's my message to the younger generation and my teacher trainees, whoever with me.
The mediocre teacher tells. The good teacher explains. The superior teacher demonstrates. The great teacher inspires.
This is the ideal page for you to be familiar with one of the strengths of Mahaweli National College of Education. Fill your life with experiences, not with things. Have stories to tell, not stuff to show. The gateway is open to the Bevis Baba's brief garden. Step forward in this greeny path through line by line to enjoy my travel experience.
Do you know the story behind Disney cartoons? Here you go. This is such a wonderful and motivational story. Where he stands. Do you really want to find where he stands? Read the poem, understand it. Try to find out where does he really stands.
We all have experienced the brutality of war, and even we have studied about it. Soldiers fight and die. But what about their family? Especially their kids, who doesn't even know their father's extinction. Is it a curse on these innocent flowers to bloom in a thorny plant? Take a deep breath and go through these lines.
What happened at Eid? Eid takes place at the end of Ramadan, a month of prayer and fasting. This is the second Ramadan to have fallen during this coronavirus pandemic.
Hey, hold on. Are you bored of reading? Here is a more interesting but a little bit challenging page for you. Come out of the stress and frustration. Refresh your mind and feel free. Yeah, kill the page, the puzzle page, with your powerful pen.
Are you a fan of music? Do you like rap songs? Then you are in the right place. Enjoy the musical journey of ADK, the pride of Sri Lanka, and I am sure you will search for his songs in YouTube after reading this and get addicted to them.
During this period, the news about the adulteration of coconut oil is spreading rapidly across the country. Here is a little information to know its true status.
Every skill starts with the decision to try. Here's the perfect thing to try out. Read to know what's a cookie which melts in your mouth. What you wear is how you present yourself to the world. Fashion is about dressing according to what's fashionable. So you are at the right place. Read more and be classy.
What happened to our national team and what happened to our lines? Here is the summary of the first ODI against Bangladesh, the most famous cricket league in the world that broke nationalism. Want to know more about the league this year? You are in the right place. Read on and find out.
This article explores the process by which a specific form is comedy. Comedy is a genre of fiction consisting of discourses intended to be humorous by inducing laughter. The jokes explored in this article are only done by me. Read it, feel it, and keep on smiling and spread positivity.
This is about us.
The Mirror is not just a newspaper, but a symbol of the unity of a group. Together, we gain a lot of knowledge and lots of experiences.
Be the drop of the ocean. See how marvelous these words are. Actually, it is the interview with Madam Malka Wickramasinghe. Arshana, I think you also should read it.
Through this special interview with our beloved lecturer, Madam Malka Wickramasinghe, I was really motivated. So now I'm going to invite Pramodya Jayakodi and Prarthana Disanayaka to continue with their newspaper, The News Glory. Thank you, Arshana. So let's have a look at the newspaper of group number 2.
Yes, Pramodya. Have you ever made cheesecakes?
No, I have never tried because I don't know the recipe.
Oh, really? Then this News Glory will help you to try it. You can know about famous figures, occasions, incidents and many more things.
A newspaper for those who can read. A newspaper to learn and grow. A newspaper that brings glory. News Glory. But glorious news and article. News Glory. Now to your fingertips. We bring news that matters to you. News Glory. The truth is the first.
Today, our country is becoming a developing country because of politics. We can see the growth of various sectors of politics nationally and internationally. Our country is moving forward due to sports, imports, exports and many more. Also in this article, you can learn how our politics contribute to the future of our country.
Let's have a look around the world. Our neighbor country, India, now is in a critical state due to COVID. Shall we have a look at them? Read the article on our e-newspaper to know why they have got into such a critical state. In their COVID crisis, hospitals buckle under record surge. I know you will get very emotional after reading this. Let's pray for India.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Sports News from the News Glory. As always, Rafa wins his 19th major, one shy of tying the all-time record. After his final match, he has wrote on his Twitter account this: "You dream starts as a kid. You get older and your aspirations grow because you believe you can do it." At Rafael Nadal, sponsored by Nike. Are you looking for ways to promote your sports business? Raising awareness of your football game or sports team is tricky on a limited budget, but now it is possible with smart marketing with Nike. To bring inspiration and innovation to every athlete in the world. Pin it to win it. Just do it with Nike.
Hello my desert lovers. We are on with It's Desert O'Clock. Have you any guesses on what I am going to share with y'all? Today, I am going to share my ideas to make a perfect cheesecake with so much of cream cheese and with the tastiest blueberries ever. Hope you would enjoy this. First, take the cream cheese in the room temperature to get the perfect texture. Add a little flour or cornstarch for a more creamier one. And I'm going to repeat this. Do not overmix the batter or mix on too high speed. Never mix on too high speed. Okay, try this and enjoy.
Hi guys, this is from News Glory, bringing out the world's best fashion concepts through our page straight out of the Balenciaga. This week, the fashion world has looked forward to spice it up the notch with the world's best fashion for the season's look.
As soon as possible, when you take our newspaper, go and search quickly what celebrity news are. Then you can find an amazing articles on celebs against COVID-19. It is something important and timely topic to all, and there is a very big message. Actually, they seem to be like a good model characters to everyone in today's society. So read and get something into your mind.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kids Corner of our e-newspaper. You will find an amazing story in there, The Cheetah and the Lazy Hunter. This is an African folktale. Have a look. Aren't you curious to know what will happen to the hunter? I mean, the lazy hunter. You have to read it. I know kids are not the only ones who love stories.
Spend your leisure with knowledge. Be a thinker, be a creator, be an scholar. Join the Kids Corner in News Glory and do the puzzle. News Glory, the weekly magazine, the knowledge factory at home.
Hello everyone, Chapak is the story of a young girl whose life takes a turn when she is subjected to a horrific acid attack. Deepika Padukone is the soul of the film. She played the role of Lakshmi Agarwal, who was burned with acid in New Delhi 2005. Lakshmi Agarwal said, "Acid आप पे नहीं, मुझे पे पिंका है और मुझे पार्टी करनी है," which means acid was thrown at me, not you, and I want a party. And that's how she creates her happiness all around her.
Internet speed that matches the speeds of life. Best internet packages in Sri Lanka from Mobitel. Best broadband packages, view plans and rates. Shop online. Mobitel enables you to work from home with more daytime data. The best connection from us. We care always. Sri Lanka Telecom, Mobitel.
Reigning Mrs. World Caroline Jury forcibly removes the Mrs. Sri Lanka winner Pushpika De Silva's crown, as jury declared that the winner was ineligible because she was divorced during the Mrs. Sri Lanka pageant in Colombo, Sri Lanka.
This is the main article of our e-newspaper. Dengue menace on the rise again. We already know that
world is facing COVID pandemic right now. Without our knowledge, another pandemic is trying to rise up, which is dengue. As citizens of a developing country, will we able to face two pandemic situations at the same time? Think yourself. Better prevention than cure. So read this article to get some idea how we can overcome this. The editorial is also written based on this article.
This year, due to COVID pandemic, we have organized Sinhala and Tamil New Year celebrations in district-wise. So, you must have joined our college order celebration in your district, didn't you? But, do you know what other colleagues have done in their order celebration programs? If you want to know about it, just run down to my article on online order celebration and there you will find a quick recap.
Do you know how tenses change in reported speech? Simple present tense in the direct speech changes to simple past tense for the indirect speech. For example, Mala said, I write a letter. Mala said that she wrote a letter. Likewise, present continuous tense changes to past continuous tense. Present perfect tense and simple past tense changes to past perfect tense. Past continuous tense changes to past perfect continuous tense. Modal verbs like will, can changes to would and could. When you go through the article, you will find more examples related to this.
Yeah, families. They are families. But word families. Let's expand our vocabulary by becoming familiar with these word families.
For our e-newspaper project, we decided to have an interview with one of our lecturers. So we chose to interview our class lecturer, Madam Mahaweli Suryampala, because she has a lot of experience in her teaching career. As prospective teachers, we can learn things from her, like how to face challenges and how we should contribute towards education as teachers. I also learned something from her, which is never give up on anything and accept challenges. I invite all of you to read her life story.
Do you ever feel like your study habits simply aren't effective? Do you wonder what you could be doing to perform better in class and on exams? Then here are effective, scientifically proven smart study techniques to cut your study time in half. Study is not a hard work, but a smart work. So, to make your study habits smarter, read my article on News Glory.
One of the best things about learning something new is being able to share that knowledge with others. These are some interesting and totally surprising did you know facts that will fascinate you and your friends. You can't resist asking everyone you meet, did you know? For that, check out these 10 interesting facts that will blow your mind on News Glory.
Words of wisdom from the world's wisest thinkers are timeless, though the world continues to change every day. Read these inspirational quotes from the world's successful people on News Glory to inspire yourself to achieve success in your life.
Nelson Mandela. He was the first black South African president and anti-apartheid revolutionary and political leader who served the country from 1994 to 1999. He was the country's first black head of state and first elected in a fully representative democratic election. His government focused on dismantling the legacy of apartheid by tackling institutionalized racism and fostering racial reconciliation. We can't win a war, but we can win an election. If there are dreams of a beautiful South Africa, there are roads that lead to that goal. Two of these roads could be named Goodness and Forgiveness. I dream of South Africa, which is at peace with itself. He was born in 1918 and died in 2013.
At this point in time, we can say that the COVID-19 pandemic has touched each one of us and overshadowed every conversation. Hence, this year, the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific conducted its 77th session under the theme Beyond the Pandemic, Building Back Better from Crisis in Asia and the Pacific. To find out more, read News Glory.
When you take our newspaper, there is an interesting article. It is about France. Under the title An Interesting Place to Visit, I focused more on the places that attracted most tourists in all over the world. So, I wrote about France, which has attracted a lot of attention. The main thing is France is the main tourist destination in Europe. And also, traveling in France is a dream of a lot of people. In my article, I have presented information, the places in France that you cannot miss when you go there.
Finally, the last page, the page which represents the members of Group 2 of CE5 class. Behind the successful work, there are hidden forces. These photos are the proof behind the success of this project. Every single member of the group contributed. So, this newspaper is a perfect example for collaborative work. Creating an e-newspaper was a challenge as well as an opportunity, as we had to restrict ourselves to online platform. But I think we made a fruitful effort.
Wow, it's wonderful. Don't you feel so proud there?
Yes, Prarthana, there were many articles for the readers.
Of course. There were grammar lessons for kids, an interview with one of our beloved lecturer, Mrs. Mayur Sivriyampula Madam.
Didn't you notice anything for the youth?
Why not? There was a fashion corner for younger generation.
Also, I noted that there were many tips for the smart learners to develop their skills.
That's right, Pramodya. Let's see what's the next.
Very good evening. Now we listen to the news on Sunrise Records. And I am Nishantaraj Karna from CE6. Let's first take a look at the news headlines. Sri Lankans will celebrate Vesak Festival safely amidst COVID-19 pandemic. World's highest daily rise in COVID-19 cases in India record dates. Mahaweli National 2021 was celebrated by the teacher trainees by following the safety protocols. Reopening of universities are postponed, says the Education Minister. Malinga racing against time to fit for T20 World Cup. Now let's look in detail. We provide, you decide.
Local news by Hirunika Hansani and IGK Kantani.
The COVID-19 is seen everywhere. Let's protect ourselves by wearing a mask, washing our hands, staying safe at home, and by following the precautions and guidelines provided by the health sector. Let's make our land a safer place. Here we go with the local news. Sri Lankans will celebrate Vesak Festival amidst COVID-19 pandemic. You can see the rest of this on Sunrise Records. Don't miss it. Have a nice day.
Online learning is just one type of distance learning, the umbrella term for any learning that takes across distance and not in a traditional classroom. The word online is heard all over everywhere in the world today. Want to know more about today's learning environment? Check in the Sunrise Records.
Exclusive interview by Hironi Hettiarachi.
The student might forget what you say, but they will never forget how you made them feel. Talking Times with Madam Vasana Semasinghe. Want to know her secrets? Then don't forget to turn on exclusive interview of the Sunrise Records.
College events by Madhushika Dilhani.
Actually, you can't always get what you want. But if you try, you can definitely get what you need. Mahawelians were unable to hold their New Year celebration this year at the college as usual. Somehow, they overcame this circumstance and celebrated the occasion with their friends. But how? You wanna know? Yes, for that you should refer our e-newspaper, the Sunrise Records. Then you will realize storms hit your weakness but unlock your true strength.
International news by Mandri Anuttara and Ruvini Gunatilaka.
Something has gone horribly wrong in India. India currently records nearly 200,000 cases of COVID-19 infected deaths.
Sunrise Records contains detailed information about a professional trip to India during COVID-19 pandemic.
So make time to read it without forgetting.
Editorial column by FC Hamna.
Here it's time for the editorial column. The main purpose of our newspaper editorial column is it tackles recent events and issues and attempts to formulate viewpoints based on an objective. Recent big hit on the society is the COVID-19 pandemic. Is having a dramatic impact on the global community, on people's life and health. So, let's work together for protecting the entire globe from the COVID-19. And finally, I could say is, stay home, stay safe.
Horoscopes by Sanoji Hansana.
A horoscope is an astrological chart or diagram representing the position of sun, moon, planets, astrological aspects and sensitive angles at the time of an event such as the moment of a person's birth. Normally, humans like to know about their future, so this page will be helpful for them. Want to know regarding your horoscope? Then get into the newspaper and know what does the astrology suggest you.
Political news by Ann Trishani and Ridma Jayaratnam.
Political news provides the information to formulate their own opinion and participate in community, local or national matters that will affect them. So, the most trending news in politics today is that Geeta appeals for presidential pardon to Ranjan. If you take a look, there are many proofs in Sunrise Record. Thank you.
Traveling by Sandamini Jayantiratna.
We all have hobbies. Traveling is one of the marvelous hobbies. Through this traveling article, we can get a clear idea about a location in the world.
Thus, we can enhance our knowledge by reading these type articles. Go check in and plan a travel. Have a happy journey.
Fun and Learn by Sandamini Jayantratna.
All of us like entertainments. Through this page, we can enjoy ourselves as well as improve our knowledge. This puzzle is a game related to phonology and linguistics. In addition to that, the moral story would enrich you with good habits for life. Finally, you can enjoy reading while adding knowledge to their life. Happy learning!
Matrimonial by Gayani Muradharan.
Here you go with the matrimonial news. Placing a matrimonial advertisement is an alternative to a traditional courtship. We have published matrimonial advertisements with the purpose of finding an eligible and potential groom for a prospective bride and a suitable bride for a prospective groom. Explore matrimonial profiles at Sunrise Records to find suitable soulmate.
Job advertisement by Pramodya Jayakodi. Hello, is there anybody who is looking for a job? If so, this is the ideal place for you. You have various opportunities available here. Just have a look. Remember, your dream job is no more a dream. Food recipe by Hirani Hettiarachi.
A delicious cure for a bad day. Wanna serve a dish for your loved ones? Here's the way, the chocolate lava cake. You can find out the recipe through our e-newspaper, the Sunrise Records. All the ingredients and the steps are displayed there, so don't miss this opportunity. Have a nice day.
Hi, I'm Nishanta. Would you like to know something? Now you can easily access our The Sunrise Records e-newspaper by scanning the following QR code and browse the following URL. Get more information about the newspaper without a sweat. Why do you waste time? Hurry up!
Entertainment by Hirani Hettiarachi and Pramodya Jayakodi. As we all know, all we need is love. If we are given a chance to visit our past, to where we left love, do you think that anybody would miss it?
Pramodya, do you think that there's any bond which understands us perfectly, sometimes than ourselves?
Do you wanna know who?
Here we are taking Free Avenue for you to come with your relaxed mind. Take some time for you and get a new perspective on life.
Now it's your time to get relaxed. Sports News by Shihani Kavisha.
Hello everyone, welcome to these excerpts of Sports News by Sunrise Records. Let's begin with the top sports stories we were tracking at the sports world. Malinga racing against time to be fit for T20 World Cup. West Indies field in second one-day international. Devapathiraj girls win inter-school under-19 cricket title for 6th consecutive year. Supun Abekon sets new Sri Lankan record in 100 meters. And also there are more of sports world, don't miss it.
Kids Corner by Pushparasa Jamini.
Kids Corner.
especially designed for the kids in order to develop their ideas creatively along with their knowledge and ability. Literacy has enhanced as an educational resource in today's society. Read Sunrise Record Kids Corner. Ideas broadens their outlook, enrich their thoughts.
Hello everyone, I am Hirani Hettiarachi, the coordinator of the e-newspaper, The Sunrise Records. You know what? A successful team is a group of many hands and one mind. Yes, that's true. I was just only a foundation. All the burdens were taken by my first strong pillars. Kayani Muralitharan, the head of our e-newspaper, who took all the responsibilities and worked hard for this, as well as Shahani Kavisha. Thank you so much for your great support to make this fabulous. And a special thank goes to Nishanta Rajkaruna, our IT supporter. Without him, this wouldn't be successful. So, thank you so much. As well as our team members. Without you all, there's nothing. Thank you all once again. So, now I would like to share with you our challenges and barriers. Could you please, Kayani?
Yes, Hiruni, we face so many barriers. The technical issues was really challenging. We managed the instructional strategies so well. Although we had limited experience in creating the newspaper, we made it possible today. I owe my special gratitude to Hiruni Hettiarachi, our coordinator, and Nishanta Rajakaruna, the editor, who given a great effort in helping us. Finally, I leave you this inspiring quote by Henry Ford. Coming together is a beginning. Staying together is progress. And working together is success. Yes, we have published our e-newspaper Sunrise Records successfully. Nothing would have been possible without you, my team members. Thank you all. Happy reading.
Sangeeta, what's your opinion about virtual platform since that is the most prominent topic these days?
Yes, obviously. I read an article about online learning on Sunshine Records newspaper.
Anyhow, now we are used to this virtual platform. We need this virtual platform to get connect with our beloved lecturers. So, in this newspaper, we have an interesting newspaper article about our beloved lecturer, Madam Vasana Semasinghe.
Wow, is that so? It was really interesting.
Usually, we celebrate all the special events in our college premises itself. But this year, unfortunately, due to the COVID pandemic situation, we had to celebrate even Vesak festival virtually.
Arshana, there is something new to tell you. There are kind of entertainment part in the newspaper also. I think you also should read that part.
So far, we have seen the effort and the hard works done by our colleagues. So, Sangeeta, don't you think that they should be rewarded?
Yes, there we are going to select best 3 articles among the 8. For that, there was a jury also.
I'm sure that's such a fascinating news for all of them.
Let's move to the newspaper of group number 4, Morning Express.
Prarthana, I think that's a great news for the people who are seeking for their life partners.
Of course, Pramukdya, there are some opportunities for the job seekers as well.
Prarthana, it seems that our fans are quite curious now. So shall we let them read the Morning Express?
Sure, Pramodya.
Morning Express is a newspaper for all because it includes local section, international section, political section, college, entertainments, sports, beauty, lottery and foods, voice of a legend, matrimonial and job vacancies. There are two main specialties in Morning Express. Their pages are designed in attractive manner which is user-friendly and convenient to read. Another main specialty in our newspaper is each page has an audio clip which summarizes the page itself. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the busy persons like you, the best choice is Morning Express.
This is Morning Express local news. Third wave to Sri Lanka. Check local address where you live and work. Do it all. Due to pandemic, many prohibitions are implemented for social issues, and it's focused more on vaccines for Sri Lanka. World Health Organization is working 24 hours 7 days to analyze data, provide advice, coordinate with partners, help countries prepare, increase supplies, and manage express networks. India agreed to another 1.5 million doses of the AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine. Last Desert Labour Day. Sri Lankan working people celebrated May Day in a new way, in line with health guidelines. This international holiday is observed on May 1st. It's most commonly associated as a commendation of the achievements of the labour movement. May Day became a national holiday in Sri Lanka under Bandaranaike government. Due to the prevailing pandemic situation in Sri Lanka and across the world, all the pre-planned May Day rallies have been cancelled.
Maroon 48,300 due to the recent storm Taukte to all Eastland. The Disaster Management Center said 4 persons had died, 48,300 people belonging 12,137 families have been affected due to the prevailing adverse weather condition. Trained World Celebrations of Ramadan 2021. Sri Lankan Muslims celebrated Ramadan festival on 14th May. Sri Lanka to go into lockdown in all but name with stringent movement restrictions. Banned Vesak Week. 24th and 25th May are declared as a special government holidays but not bank and mercantile, stated the Ministry of Public Administration. Though festival is scheduled to be celebrated in Nagadipa, it was restricted due to the current situation.
International news. World will know less about what's happening in Gaza. The airstrike Saturday came roughly an hour after Israeli military ordered people to evacuate the building. There was no immediate explanation for why the building targeted. Turkey condemns attack on Gaza media building. The communications director to Turkey's president tweeted that Israeli targeting of the Associated Press and Al Jazeera office in Gaza. White House to Israel. Ensure reporter safety. The White House says Israel has a paramount responsibility to ensure the safety of the journalists who are covering the conflict.
COVID-19 status has risen in India. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared lockdown is the only option to against the pandemic, and he says wave of COVID-19 cases hitting like a storm.
importation of chemical fertilizers will be stopped completely. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa has stated that he will take up the challenge of making Sri Lanka the first country in the world to eliminate the use of chemical fertilizers.
China's defense minister meets President Gotabaya Rajapaksa. Chinese Defense Minister General Wei Feng arrived in Colombo on a two-day visit for bilateral discussions with President Gotabaya Rajapaksa and Prime Minister Mahinda Rajapaksa.
May Day Celebration 2021. The government announced recently not to hold rallies and demonstrations for May Day due to the COVID-19 pandemic situation in the country. UNP to have 100 for May Day celebrations. The United National Party will hold their May Day celebrations at the Jataka Sevaka Sangame headquarters in Pitakotte with the participation of 100 persons in accordance with prevailing quarantine laws. Party leader Ranil Wickramasinghe has instructed to hold discussions with party activities using Zoom or other social media platforms.
Kandy District Parliamentarian Dilum Amunugama was sworn in as the State Minister for Community Police Services before President Gotabaya Rajapaksa at the Presidential Secretariat yesterday morning.
Mahaweli Vasantaya web gathering with Avrudu events. Traditional Sinhala and Tamil New Year, which fallen on the 14th of April every year, is celebrated according to the astrological calculation of which Sun moves to Aries from Pisces, signifying a new round of visits for the Sun. Related to Sinhala and Tamil New Year, Mahaweli National College of Education also had made arrangements to celebrate New Year in district-wise.
English Literary Association of Mahaweli National College of Education had organized an English function named Calypsia 2021, which was launched via YouTube and Zoom online platforms. You can find out more details through our newspaper. All the national colleges of education has taken as quarantine centers due to COVID-19 pandemic, and a day to reopen the colleges are not informed yet.
Research and entertainment in Morning Express. First, you have to complete a puzzle and the table is given there. You have a chance to win a big prize by sending the puzzle that you have completed to Mahaweli National College of Education, Porgolla. It's not a hard task for you to do because a cross and down words also given there, and they are not hard words for you to guess. This is the task and a chance that we have given to you. Next, they are beautiful and interesting poems and haikus. They will help you to get rid from your busy schedule. You can be okay by removing your stress. Next, there are some interesting cartoons. You can watch them and read. Finally, you will be able to create a story through those images. Enjoy it.
This is Morning Express Sports News. Goodbye to international cricket from Thisara Pereira. I feel the time is right for me to step aside and pave the way for younger players to take on the reins, commented Thisara Pereira to the newspaper. Sri Lanka to help Indian Cricket Board to help host IPL. Sri Lanka is keen to help Indian Cricket Board to host the remainder of Indian Premier League. Ushan Tiwankar sets new Sri Lanka and South Asia high jump record. USA-based Sri Lankan athlete Ushan Tiwankar has set a new South Asian and Sri Lankan high jump record at the 2021 Lone Star Conference Outdoor Track and Field Championship in Texas. Asia Cup officially pushed back by 2 years. The 2021 edition of the Asia Cup has been officially postponed to 2023 due to the challenges of COVID-19.
Enjoy with our beauty page. Search what we have given you there. We have a wellness product. It's from Oriflame. You can have that and you can change your beauty. And also, you have a chance to know how to get glow and what are the benefits on them. They are not hard for you to do because you can find and make them easily at your residence. No need to go anywhere. You can get glow and by yourself. You can take turmeric, aloe vera, honey, avocado, rose water and instead you need a basin. That's all. By using them, you can make yourself glow.
Lottery board results. Here are the winning numbers and the total value prices of the lotteries drawn by the Development Lottery Board yesterday.
Here we can see the way of making coffee caramel pudding. All the ingredients are given here and you can follow the given method to make it.
Hello everyone! Do you look overweight when you look in the mirror? Don't worry! Here we have some tips for you to lose your weight. You no need to spend much money, you no need to go to gym centers. Healthy foods and healthy habits lead to healthy weight loss. It's natural for anyone trying to lose weight to want to lose it very quickly. But people who lose weight gradually and steadily are more successful at keeping weight off. Healthy weight loss isn't just about a diet or program. It's about an ongoing lifestyle that includes in daily eating and exercise habits.
Good morning. This is Bhagya Marasingha from Morning Express newspaper. Today we have a special person with us who has made a huge impact to Mahaweli National College of Education. Having you in our company is a great honor and I warmly welcome you, madam. Mrs. S.M.J. Srimati Samarkon, the President of Mahaweli National College of Education. Could you please share something about you, madam, in sense your name, your school and your university life?
I was born at Katavastra Hospital. My native place is at Mahaweli Udukilla, which is situated at Uvaparnagama Electorate in Baduladis. I obtained my primary education at Mahaweli Mahavidyalaya. Then I went to Bandaravila Central College to do my rest of study. I studied in science stream at A levels and selected to the Faculty of Agriculture, University of Peradina. Having completed my MA in education, I had the opportunity to enroll into the Sri Lanka Teacher Educators Service as a lecturer. I did my postgraduate diploma in educational management, postgraduate diploma in ICT, Master of Science, postgraduate diploma in English and postgraduate diploma in management. I have climbed up the educational ladder, lecturer, senior lecturer, coordinating lecturer, vice president and the president in the NCOE.
Why did you choose to be a teacher? What motivated you to be a teacher, madam?
To be frank, I did not want to become a teacher. It was an unexpected event in my life. Due to the then prevailing situation in the country, I have opted to be a teacher. But when I became a teacher, I was really motivated by the environment, students, parents, as well as by some ideal educators. Especially, both my parents were school principals.
Getting women into a workplace is not an easy task. How far was it affected to you and your family life?
I do agree the idea of facing difficulties in working in an organization as a woman. But if a woman has a vision, capacity, and especially the management skills to well plan both personal life and working life.
How much do we want to know about our students in order to be most helpful to them?
I firmly believe that teachers are the people who are molding the characters, enlightening the lives, and they are the change agents of the society. In order to help the students, teacher must come down to the level of students. Before becoming a facilitator, teacher must understand the background, needs, wants, desires, aspirations, expectation of students, and be a friend, be a mother, be a father, and be an inspiratory figure.
What are the challenges and obstacles you had to face in the journey of becoming a president in a National College of Education?
That for me, coping up with the contemporary situations, balancing the family life and working life, and proving the capacity of deserving the post would be the challenge.
What are your greatest contributions to this college you have been working in, madam?
I assure that I have contributed many things to develop administrative and academic practices of Mahaweli National College of Education during 3 years of my service.
Madam, what is your idea about virtual education?
I am also a digital citizen. There are pros and cons regarding the virtual education. When it comes to the technology, I believe this is the digital era of the world. Therefore, every teacher must be technically sound and well equipped. Nevertheless, they must be able to use them appropriately in the teaching learning process.
What are some advices you would like to give to the children who are learning difficulties with this pandemic situation?
In here, I want to emphasize the saying, if there is a will, there is a way. In simply, somehow, within the available minimum facilities, the student must find a way to solve their problems. Further, students should analyze and break down their problems in a comprehensive activity.
I completely agree with you, madam. What has been your greatest strength in making your life a success? Was there any role model to you, madam?
When I was a student and until I got married, my role model was my beloved father. After I got married, I am influenced by my husband.
Yes, madam. You always advise us to grab the opportunity, and I think success is easy to achieve once you set your mind on a specific goal. So, thank you very much, madam, and I'm humbled and grateful for giving us your valuable time to make our work a success.
Are you dreaming about marriage?
But are you still unable to find the soulmate?
Your lovely daughter or caring son is fast approaching marriage age.
Are you not able to find a suitable match for them?
Here, we have built up a platform to choose the most suitable partner for your life.
Advertise in matrimonial column of our Morning Express newspaper.
Are you still unemployed? No worries. Go through our Morning Express newspaper job vacancies page. Here are some post of vacancies. Post of Network Administrator, Post of Account Officer, Post of Human Resources, and Post of Management Assistant. Choose the right one that suits your qualifications. Definitely you can add the value to your life.
What's going on these days?
Hi Saku, everything is fine.
Hi Saku, I'm too busy, Anna.
What about the newspaper work?
Yeah, I was in a great trouble.
Why? What happened, Chama?
Because of the heavy rain, there was a network error.
Oh, really? I'm so sad to hear about this, Chama. How did you manage it?
Yeah, no worries. Anyway, I could manage it by going to one of my relatives' house.
Here I didn't know how to convert a Word document to a presentation.
Same thing happened to me, Diniti, but I got to know about it from my friend and now I can manage it.
Yes, even I learned the same.
Saku, can you remember our issue? We repeated same news in many sections.
But after discussing it, how about we could manage it? Am I right?
Indeed, Saku. Kalani, don't you have any issues?
Why not, dear? I don't have a laptop now. I found the details regarding my topic and sent it to Bob. She did my part also.
Oh, really? Both of you have had a good team spirit.
See how we were in trouble, but we overcome all those things. It was a great experience for us. It could be more success if we were in college.
Oh, I think our lunch break is over now. Let's go for IT session.
Okay, let's go.
From up there, do you know any homemade beauty tips?
Before I never knew, but after watching this, I got some ideas about the beauty tips and about maintaining our good health.
Yes, that's true. And the main specialty of this newspaper was that our Madam President revealed her life story.
Definitely, Prarthana. Her thoughts and her experiences would surely add colors to the lives of our prospective teachers. Oh, I have got a message from one of our spectators. It's about newspapers.
Yeah, what are you looking at?
See, I have got a message from a spectator. While watching our program, she has sent it.
Let's see, what is it about?
Let me read this aloud as you all can hear. The words mirror. Tiny small letters attempt to form words by dancing on a page which hold the whole world. Though we all are asleep with dreaming at night, they are on process of making hot news bright. Every morning, it takes us on a journey around the whole world, for sure, believe me. Open your eyes, look in the mirror, mirror of the world which reflects you all.
Wow, it was really marvelous. I really liked the poem. The fact that they say the news can bring us around the world within few seconds, it was really interesting. Ashana, this poem has a deep meaning and we don't know when and where the news comes. That's why it says each and every morning at doorstep. Yes, I think the poet has given the title as the mirror. I think the whole world reflect. We can get to know about the whole world through the newspapers. That's why poet says the newspapers reflect the world in front of our eyes through the line that indicates this meaning. Don't you think like that, Pramodya?
This is what I felt after reading this poem. The newspapers do a great service secretly. Communication gets easier because of newspapers, and I would like to make this a chance to thank our spectator Hirani Hettiarachi.
Prarthana, now we are moving to the Open Horizon newspaper. Let's see what's in there.
Yes, let's go and see their specialty.
During the past few days, teacher trainees of Series 7, Group 1 put their effort to create and achieve one goal: Open Horizon. the best and most interesting illustrated newspaper which include variety of articles such as local news, international news, business news, sports news and college events. Are you looking for a job? If yes, the Career Shine page is for you. Do you worry about your body shape? No more worries. Clarify your shape by reading the Glam Life fashion article. There's an interesting interview with an amazing person in the Voice page. Don't miss it. I know that you like to play games. Hurry up and turn to Game Corner page. Appreciate the creative works of our trainees by referring to Scale of Art page. The next page is the most interesting one, where you can find the faces of our guiding stars. Yes, they are our lecturers of English unit of Mahaweli National College of Education. So, this loving invitation for all of you to check out our creative and interesting works by walking through Open Horizon.
Welcome to the local news. I am Samaj Shilpa. Coronavirus, the dangerous virus that you and me suffer in these days. In Sri Lanka, how this third wave occurred after the New Year. What are the new COVID-19 symptoms? What can we do to keep us away from this COVID-19? Do you want to know about that? So please read this article for more information.
Local news by Ushani Nimeshika. Everyone has different problems in their lives. At the same time, the ways they deal with those issues are different. However, some people try this bad option in front of their problems. Suicide. Everyone agree that suicide is the worst solution for a problem. This article discusses how the social problem of suicide, which is detrimental to himself, society and all others, has developed among the youth in Sri Lanka.
I'm Ruthpala. Let's recall a tragic event at Buckingham Palace. Prince Philip, who was born on June 10, 1921, on Greek, was honored around the world for his continued and unwavering support for his wife, Queen Elizabeth. He was the longest-serving royal consort in British history. The man who supported his wife wholeheartedly more than 7 decades died 2 months before his 100th birthday. Check out this article to further know about the Duke Edinburgh's death.
Welcome to the college event. I am Arunika Pemarat. Calopsia 2021 English Day webinar came out with a beautiful color ending on 12th of May 2021 via online, YouTube and Zoom under the distinguished patronage of Mrs. S.J.M.S. Samrakon, the President of Mahaweli National College of Education, and under the guidance of Mrs. Asra Muhammad, and also active participation of teacher trainees of English course 34th batch.
Hello everyone. The new year is the time that you all love the most. It is a season of celebration and joy to everyone all over Sri Lanka, irrespective of age, color or religion. So here, by this article, you would get to know how this prosperous single and Tamil New Year was celebrated by the teacher trainees of Mahaweli National College of Education district-wise, and how they presented the whole celebration online. College event by Piyumi Hansika.
Welcome to The Voice. I'm Gautami. Today I'm here with an iconic person. It is always apparent when teachers have a passion for what they do. Those teachers make each student feel special. We know that sometimes a true role model isn't the person who overtly shows you how to help, but silently does it anyways without a proper recognition. This person, whom I interviewed for The Voice, has passion for introducing magical adventures to all her students of any level. Check out this article to know more about the most inspiring teacher I have met, Mrs. Asra Mohammed, the coordinator for academic and quality assurance and a senior lecturer of English Unit, Mahaweli National College of Education, Polgolle.
Welcome to the Business Wings. I'm Dilakshi Nishankar. This article, The Apparel Industry versus the COVID-19 Second Wave, was written with the participation of Damitri Prathana, Madhavi Kirimanage and myself. Basically, this article reviews how the COVID-19 second wave impacted the Sri Lankan apparel industry. Actually, it was a highlighted problem that affected the Sri Lankan economy. In here, we got chance to refer many business articles and few analytical reports. Therefore, it was a challenge to gather most accurate details from among many references. However, we tried our best to come up with a good research, and it was a good opportunity to gather knowledge about Sri Lankan apparel industry, Sri Lankan economy, and whole business world. Therefore, I think this article will be very important to you all.
Welcome to the Business Wings. Hi, I'm Madhavi. Dilakshi Prathana and me wrote a business article about robot smart cars. We have to move forward with the advancement of technology. So, Jaidu is a Chinese businessman. He has invested $7.7 billion in the smart car project. Read the article to get more information.
Welcome to Career Shine. I'm Dasini Lakshika. Join our talented community. Headwest Schools of Languages Private Limited, in collaboration with the International Organization for Migration (IOM) and Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment (SLBFE), is to manage multimedia-based English language laboratories in Ratmalana and Tangala for migrant workers. We are looking for suitably qualified dynamic individuals. Need to be very competent. Attractive salary, allowances and lots of other benefits are provided. If you are interested to get more details, please click the link below. Be part of the journey and make your future a better one.
Welcome to Career Shine. I'm Kasan Pusala. This is your opportunity to be a teacher trainer in Gateway Graduate School. Professional and committed trainers are invited. Experience in educational psychology will be an added advantage. The successful candidates can be assured of an attractive remuneration package in keeping with competitive industry standards, a great working environment, and good career prospects. Read the article for more information.
Welcome to the Glam Life. I am Nidusha Madhishani. Beauty is about looking healthy, and wearing clothes is about comfort, social standards, basic need, and self-expression. The biggest fashion mistake we make is trying to look like someone else. If you take the time to figure out what works for you, it will be a lot easier to feel good about the way you look on every day. So check this out. Dress for your body type. Choose your subject of inspiration carefully. People come in so many shapes, sizes and colors. Figure out what you are like and edit until you find a way to make the style good on you. So dress for your body type.
Welcome to the Metro Sports. I am Amasha Nonis. International athlete Tilaka Janadasa nominated for Sri Lanka's IOC Women and Sport Award 2021. She was the very first female Olympian to represent Sri Lanka and also a double international athlete who represented Sri Lanka in both athletics and netball. As a role model in our society, she inspires the girls by her inspirational talks. In actual fact, according to her life journey, we realize that a woman is unstoppable after she realizes she deserves better, and a strong woman accepts both compliments and criticism graciously, knowing that it takes both sun and rain for a flower to grow. So, to know more about her achievements, please read this article.
Welcome to Metro Sports. I am Prasanna. I wrote an article about IPL matches are going smoothly in India while the COVID-19 is spreading highly in 2021. So that
I would like to talk about IPL matches during this COVID-19 pandemic. There are a lot of fans around the world for IPL matches. Before starting that, stay safe everyone. Be kind to everyone. Help others to their survival. Please. There are several rules in IPL, such as each team will have 20 overs. There should be 4 foreign players in each team of the playing 11. This year, the matches will start at 3:30 pm and 7:30 pm, and telecasting the matches around 3 pm to 7 pm and 7 pm to 11 pm. Here, Mahendra Singh Dhoni was offered this IPL contract with CSK for 15 crores for Indian Premier League 2021 season. Dhoni has become the highest earning player in the history of the K-Street tournament. I am actually a big fan of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. Also, I am eagerly waiting for the final. Thank you everyone. Stay safe.
Welcome to the Food Corner. I'm Kasni Pisella. Do you worry about the foods in this COVID-19 pandemic? No need to worry anymore. This is the article you were searching for. This article includes the guidance about food tips during self-quarantine sent out by WHO. Do you know the tips you should follow when buying foods and preparing your meals? Do you know how to prepare a delicious biscuit pudding for your dessert? So this is the article you should read.
Welcome to the Scale of Art page. I am Dulan Ratnayaka. Here, you can see some creative works of our writers. They have many talents. This is the page that they show their talents. I know that you will enjoy it. Welcome to the game wall. This page is yours, game lovers. You can play these games in your leisure time and I think you will enjoy it very much. Welcome to the most beautiful page of Open Horizon. They are our guiding stars. They are making our life success. In this page, you can see our dear President Madam, dear Vice Presidents and dear lecturers of English section at Mahaweli National College of Education.
Hello everyone. Gradually, we have come to an end of our newspaper presentation. As you have seen in our newspaper Open Horizon, we have covered many categories such as local news, international news, business news and sports news. Moreover, we have added college event, the voice, the game wall page and scale of art page to our newspaper. There are 16 members in our group. Everyone has given their maximum contribution to create this newspaper successfully. Through this opportunity, we were able to identify our hidden talents and skills.
Wow, what a marvelous newspaper.
Yes, Sangeeta. Did you notice that they have included new features into their one?
Yes, Prarthana. Though we are not in the college, we have not stopped our learning and also curricular activities. Do you remember that we had the English program conducted by the Literary Association?
Yes, Sangeeta. Not only us, but India also did the same. They also didn't stop their procedure.
Is that so? Is there an article related to that?
Yes, there is.
Prarthana, did you read an article about Madam Asra Muhammad? It was an interview. There, she has given her beautiful ideas about the teaching. I think you also should read it.
Yes, sure. Now I am gonna read it.
Do you know, Pramodya, I read a newspaper article about road accident. It is from the newspaper, The Newswave.
Yes, indeed. Even I could read further and found out that mainly road accidents occur due to the carelessness of the youth.
What else did you find, Pramodya? Did you find anything interesting such as entertainment and sports?
Yes. There are many articles on virtual education, sports, and did you know that our college has been taken as a quarantine center during this pandemic situation?
That's really interesting. I'm so curious to take a look at it. So now, the launching of e-newspaper, The Newswave.
Hello and welcome everyone. Our group is here to make a short presentation on the e-newspaper we are launching today via this virtual platform. So first, let me introduce the topic of our newspaper, that is the News Wave. Our cover page of the newspaper is composed of the headlines. We were capable of including some current news, youth and achievements, college events, health news, and sports news as well. If I talk about the current affairs, we have put in some news on the corona pandemic situation that is prevailing today. By the way, for youth and achievements, we were able to add some news on some young personalities who reached success in their lives. We also have included an article on road crashes, which has become a big safety challenge for youth. In addition to that, we could add few college events that took place recently, just as the New Year festival that was conducted by Mahaweli National College of Education. Not only that, we could count some health stories of the latest days. Meanwhile, we were capable to add a couple of sports news as well. That's it I have to say about the cover page. So let's dive into the newspaper to have a wide look at the content we have included. Let us start on our newspaper with the current affairs.
Sri Lanka coronavirus pandemic situation. On February 7, the virus could have spread from an infected animal to humans, said by Chinese researchers. Also, the new coronavirus has been named COVID-19 and the seventh known to affect humans. Fever, breathing difficulties, and coughing are some of the common signs of infection. Over the last few days in Sri Lanka recorded about 800 cases or more a day. So the public health commentation attributed the recent surge in cases to gathering around Sinhala and Tamil New Year that was celebrated on April 14. By this pandemic spread, it leads to lockdown and people are facing with a severe economic problem. I am Madhura from CE7.
So in this page, we could add an article on deforestation in Sri Lanka.
Today, deforestation is one of the major and topical problems in our country. People are deforesting on a large scale for their own needs. They never think about their future, they only think about themselves. When we compare the forest density with the past years, today we have only left very low percentage of forest cover. Government and the other relevant authorities still are keeping silent. Even the government supports some forest destroyers. Due to this deforestation, people are already facing various problems like droughts and soil erosion. So, if this situation continues, what will happen to our future? So, this article tells us about the consequences of deforestation. I am Prabhat Buddhigal from CE7.
Let's look at another aspect of the newspaper. Yes, that is the editorial. In the editorial, I have spoken about the COVID-19 vaccine that is talked of in the recent days. The COVID-19 vaccine has become obviously an important safety measure today. Through this article, anyone can gather some useful information on the COVID-19 vaccine. Let us come to our next page, that is Youth and Achievement.
Traffic accidents due to carelessness of youth. Most of the young people between the ages of 5 and 29 were dead by road crashes. Road traffic injuries place an enormous burden on country's economic growth and healthcare systems, especially where young people constitute a major part of the population. One of a big effort according to this is Sri Lanka Accident Data Management System was introduced by Mr. Kirti Kodituaku of CEO Effective Solutions Private Limited. He is a young person who was found the effective solutions for road crashes. This is mainly focused on the achievement of this young person in Sri Lankan youth. I am RDD Binoli Rammandala.
Here we were capable of including a great story on a great personality.
When we think about the power, the talent, and the success of women, some names come to our mind automatically. One of them is Solanchi Gunavichaya. She is a sportswoman and a beauty queen. So, check out how Solanchi Gunavichaya's amazing personality rose her to victory both in sports and beauty. Read her inspirational success story of becoming a best basketball player and winning the title as Miss Sri Lanka via our e-newspaper. Thank you.
I am Hiruni Malka from C7.
By the way, this article talks of a well-known motivational speaker, Nick Vujicic. I thought of writing about him because he is a great inspiration for all the youngsters out there. I hope you all will really enjoy reading it. Now let's focus on our college events. This topic of course reminds us of our college environment. This article distinctly portrays how our college was taken as a quarantine center.
Appropriating Mahaweli National College of Education as a quarantine center. As COVID-infected patients are found island-wide, the Sri Lankan government decided to replace National Colleges of Education in Sri Lanka as quarantine centers, and Mahaweli is one of the colleges among them. As a result, all the teacher trainees were released on 17th of October 2020, and as soon as possible it was handed over to the government as a quarantine center. And COVID-infected patients are replaced, and now they are seeking medical help in the college premises. This can be one of the best options that the government has taken in order to minimize the spread of this disease and to cure the infected patients. Even though they have taken Mahaweli National College of Education as a quarantine center, as the teacher trainees we are doing our academic work virtually. But still we are trying to overcome this challenge amidst many difficulties. Thank you. I am Nilupali Ranasinghe from CE7.
At the same time, we could write an article on the New Year Festival organized by Mahaweli National College of Education.
The New Year Festival conducted by Mahaweli National College of Education. Sri Lanka, enriched by its multi-ethnicity, is a treasure trove of culture. One of the main cultural events celebrated within the nation is the Sinhala and Tamil New Year, celebrated annually on 13th and 14th of April. There are many different ways in which Sri Lankans pay homage and seek blessing for success in the New Year. The Aluth Sahal Mangale is one of the main ways in which Sinhala Buddhist people do so. In this year, the Mahaweli National College of Education symbolically conducted a New Year festival. This was attended by the district closest to the college because of the COVID situation. Here several rituals were performed by the president of Mahaweli National College of Education.
I am Sevandi from CE7.
In this page, we can observe some colorful and attractive photographs that were taken during the New Year program at Mahaweli National College of Education. Meanwhile, this page includes an interesting piece of work, that is an interview. We were really grateful that we could carry out a fruitful interview with one of our lecturers from our college. Hope you all will find this interview really fascinating. Now, I'd like to display the health corner of our newspaper that discloses some immensely significant health tips.
Hi everyone. Even today, some people question whether wearing mask is necessary or not. The world is now in the grip of the villain corona. Even if the world takes action to suppress this disease, the virus is playing its game without untreated. People are living with a kind of fear. We can only get rid of this disease if we protect ourselves. The face mask is an important item to prevent this virus disease. To prevent this disease, we should wear a face mask, wash our hands with soap or sanitizer, and keep social exclusion, avoiding crowded and covering sneezes and coughs and more. So let's save our lives by following these things.
I am Remika from CE7.
We could also include an article on how sitting too long in front of the computer will affect our body physically and emotionally. I think anyone can read this article that will provide you some harmful effects of this issue, as today most of the people have a long time association with computers, and this article will also help you in making concerned of the issue in a wide range.
Hello everyone. I'm going to tell about immune system. The immune system has a vital role. It protects your body from harmful substances, germs and cell changes that could make you ill. It is made up of various organs, cells and proteins. As long as your immune system running smoothly, you don't notice that it's there. But if it stops working properly because it's weak or can't fight particularly aggressive germs, you get ill. So as you aware the importance of immune system now, you must ensure to boost your immune system. Therefore, this article is going to be very important for you because it is about some health tips to boost your immune system. Thank you. I'm Harshini Ratnayaka from CE7.
This leads me to the next page. That is the sports section. Here we were capable of including a couple of news regarding sports that took place not long ago.
The Indian Premier League IPL is a professional 2020 cricket league contested by 8 teams based out of 8 different Indian cities. The IPL matches were supposed to be cancelled by BCCI after several players and staffs tested positive for COVID-19. But the 2021 IPL auction had a number of surprises to the audience. So, now let's begin with the biggest surprises of the IPL auction 2021.
I'm Ravina from CE7.
And we have come to the final article.
Hello everyone. As a nation, we all have a big responsibility to encourage our glowing stars in our country. In that way, we all know Susantika Jayasinghe and Damayanti Dasha, who were being stars in Olympics. Likewise, now I am going to introduce a new flower who is being a star in athletics. She is Shalinda Jackson, who is represented as junior sprinter in athletics, especially 100 meter to 200 meter. In this article, we are going to appreciate her talents and best records. So let's look briefly. Thank you. I am Sahana Anandan from CE7.
And with that, I'd like to portray our last page of our newspaper. In this page, we could come out with the team members
who worked throughout the organization and finalization of the newspaper. That brings me to the end of our presentation. Thanks a lot for your attention. We are really thankful and grateful for our President Madam and our lecturers for providing us this great opportunity to show our skills and talents. Moreover, we were competent of enhancing our language skills as well. I'm thankful to my group members who actively participated in making this newspaper more appealing and a success. Thank you. This is Radhika from CE7.
Well, anything is possible with a positive attitude. It was such an amazing motivational story by Nick Vujicic.
Yes, indeed. The news wave is such a fabulous ramification done by our colleagues.
Do you know, Arshana? In Sri Lanka, now we are facing the third wave of COVID-19. This is such a tragic situation for all of us.
Yes, Prarthana. I also found an article about COVID-19 in the newspaper called Mahaweli Bulletin.
Yes, I also read some interesting articles including the story of Emma Watson's path towards the higher education.
You know, they also have included an article about the events that we celebrated throughout this year, such as Balan Kadatura Haradase, Calopsia 2021, the New Year Festival, also the Vesak Festival.
That's amazing. I'm so curious to know more information about this.
Now, let's take a peek to the newspaper Mahaweli Bulletin.
Very good evening and welcome you all to the news recap by Mahaweli Bulletin newspaper. I am Lakshika Senanayaka.
And I am Sureshini Subhasingha.
Let's take a look at the news headline. Local news. Sri Lanka braces for third COVID-19 waves. Aflatoxin in coconut oil. Foreign news. Tributes after Duke of Edinburgh dies aged 99. Sports news. Why is the Super League bad? The controversy over the ESL plans explained for non-football fans. Business news. Colombo Port City is a special economic zone. Entertainment news. Cooking is a wonderful experience. MNCOE news. The exodus of a great pilot age. Recent function in Mahaweli National College of Education. Finally, the contribution with lecturer Mr. Ranjit Tilakaratna. Now for news in detail.
News. Sri Lanka braces from third COVID-19 wave. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa emphasized that only vaccination can end the COVID-19 pandemic, adding that people must strictly follow rules and regulations recommended by health authorities. Nowadays, authorities impose an identification card system to restrict the movement of people in face of a third COVID-19 wave in Sri Lanka. News by Takushi Diva.
Wearing a face mask is better than wearing a ventilator mask. Staying on your home is better than staying in a ICU. Washing your hand is better than washing your life away. Prevention is better than treatment. It's not a curfew, it's care for you.
News. Aflatoxin. Imported oils contain toxic chemicals and no other details are discussed in the society except the details of the legal action taken against them. Different parties have different views and opinions regarding about this stock of oil which was imported to our country without proper standards. What are aflatoxin? Prevention and decontamination of aflatoxin in edible oils. Local news by Dilki Samravira.
News. Are you struggling on studies? Learn how to fix it now. When learning and memorizing become as new things, it will be a real disaster for students and learners in this world. As you are a student, never stop learning. Keep educating yourself step by step. There are so many possible ways for learning better. In this article, there are some ways and piece of advice for you to understand how to learn anything easily and effectively for a long period of time without struggling. Feature article by Fatima Sazna.
Journal of Ethnic Foods. There are so many crises occurred in Sri Lanka due to the usage of instant fast food. These foods adversely affect on the health of the people. However, Sri Lankan culture has its own way of cooking indigenous foods. What are indigenous foods, instant food, and how they will affect on us? By Ishara Sevan.
News. Sri Lankan government has taken a policy decision not to import rice. The Secretary to the President has submitted a report to the Cabinet of Ministers informing that although the price of rice has risen in the market, the government has decided to provide a guaranteed price of 50 rupees for a kilo of paddy. Thank you. News by Vatsala Sanjeevan.
News. Prince Philip, tributes after Duke of Edinburgh, died at the age of 99, was at the Queen's side for more than her decades of her reign. The royal family has honoured the Duke of Edinburgh's humour and humanity as he was laid to rest at St George's Chapel, Windsor. The service was restrained in line with Duke, Sitges and coronavirus guidelines. International news by Savindya Senaratne.
Why is the Super League bad? The controversy over the ESL plans explained for non-football fans. The world of football has been shaken by the announcement of the European Super League, with 12 of the continent's biggest clubs planning to form a breakaway competition that could change the sport. However, it was unpopular among the fans, and also a poll by Yogo has shown 79% of English football fans and 89% of Big Six fans opposed for this idea. Sports news by Rukmini Senana.
Port City Special Economic Zone. The Colombo Port City is a brand new construction of a city as an extension of Sri Lanka's commercial capital Colombo. It comprised its 5 sectors including financial district, marina, central park living, island living and international island. When completed this project, it will have over about 5.6 million square meters of space. And for sure, this Colombo Port City will create a largest mixed economic trade zone in the country, provide Sri Lankans with international business offerings and lifestyle with world-class facilities. Business News by Uday Senaratne.
Cooking, a wonderful experience. How people think about cooking. Is it only a women's task or both? Absolutely, both parties can involve in it. Food brings people together. You can prepare fresh foods with retaining nutrition and it brings and it receives positive energy to the people around you. An entertainment article by Iresha Subhashini.
Entertainment news. Emma Watson is one of the biggest stars in films today. She remembered fondly for portraying Hermione Granger in all late films of Harry Potter. While Watson accomplished her dream of becoming a successful actress, she worked extra hard to achieve another goal of education. As a result of it, she could be graduated in Brown University with a degree in English. Inspiring quotes about education. Every teacher once was a student, every winner once was a loser, every expert once was a beginner, but all of them have crossed the bridge called learning. By Abdul Kalam. Education is the most powerful weapon which can use to change the world. By Nelson Mandela. Education is not the preparation for life. Education is life itself. By John Dewey. Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today. By Malcolm. Entertainment News by Savindra Senara.
The art of healthy lifestyle. Having a healthy lifestyle is all about choosing to live your life in the healthiest way. Health is wealth is a world famous proverb concerning health. A healthy body is defined as the overall ability to function well. It includes physical, mental, emotional health of all individuals. When one maintains a good health, he or she opens the key to happiness. By A.L.A. Netmitharaka.
MNCOE News. The exodus of the great pilotage. The external president of Mahaweli National College of Education, Mrs. Esther M.S. Samarukon, is going to retire recently, exhausting her great service which had done for the field of education. She has been in this great sector for a number of years by now. We can consider her period as a golden chapter in our college history. Throughout her stay in our college, she was an outstanding tutor for the educational sector. We show her our gratitude and bow in front of her achievements for the college. All the trainees will remember her and the sweet memories which we had together will remain in our mind forever. Conclusively, I would like to say goodbye and wish her the best of luck for her future life. MNCOE News by H.D. Dilivisitara.
Mahaweli News. The program Balankadatura had been held on 3rd of March via online with the participation of all the lecturers and teacher trainees of MNCOE. Calopsia 2021 English Day webinar came out with a beautiful color ending on 12th of May via online. The New Year Festival 2021 of Mahaweli NCOE was celebrated on 8th of April district-wise. Soon there will be an online program to share the beautiful moments which was captured. The Vesak Day program Mahaweli Shraddha Abhivandana had been held on 27th of May. Mahaweli News by Sureshini Subhasingha. We all know that the Mahaweli National College of Education has a group of very talented and beloved lecturers. So, we had the opportunity to have a very meaningful conversation with one of the dear lecturer to identify about his life as a teacher. His name is Mr. Ranjit Tilakaratna. He answered the questions asked from him as following.
Good evening, sir. First of all, I would like to know something about yourself. Could you please tell me something about yourself?
I am married and I live in Kaduga now. I studied at two schools, Dantura Mahavidyalaya and then Kingswood College. I don't think I take life very serious. I am a very simple person with simple needs. And I believe in nothingness. Nothingness is in everything, which people might interpret as negative attitude to life, but for me, it is the reality.
Okay, sir. Then what kind of compensation are you looking for by this career, sir?
I don't have big expectations in my life. I don't expect anything from anybody. I have been able to achieve many things in my life, and at the same time, I think I have not been able to achieve thousands of other things. Frankly speaking, I am neither happy about the things I have been able to achieve, nor I am unhappy about the things I have not been able to achieve.
Okay, sir. Can you please explain me what is your attitude about this online education system for teacher trainees?
Online education is a very popular mode of teaching these days. We all have been using it. And we started online actually due to this COVID-19. I hope it is an alternative teaching mode. It has some advantages and disadvantages. I think there are more advantages than disadvantages. However, there are more advantages than disadvantages. We all have been using it successfully to educate you all during this period.
Okay, sir. Finally, I would like to know what is the message you want to convey to the future generation?
Future generation is very lucky, and I hope they are very unlucky as well. They are going to enjoy the benefit of new technology and science. But unfortunately, in this highly or rather unnecessarily competitive world, people are fast losing ethics, human qualities and values. As human beings, we need to preserve human qualities and ensure that there is mutual trust, mutual respect and mutual understanding.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much for giving me your precious time. See you again with something like this. I wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to share my ideas with you all. Thanks a lot.
In this conversation, Mr. Ranjit sir said that he is a very simple person with simple needs and believes in nothingness. Nothingness is in everything. That means sir has identified that reality. So, as the teacher trainees, we also should understand that reality and should be very simple. And sir said that he doesn't have big expectations in his life. That means he doesn't expect anything from anybody. When we talk about online education system for teacher trainees, sir said that there are more advantages and disadvantages in online education system, but there are more advantages than disadvantages. However, they all have been using it to educate us during this period. Finally, sir said that as human beings, we need to preserve human qualities and ensure them there is mutual trust, mutual respect and mutual understanding. Confabulation with lecturer Mr. Ranjit Tilakaratna by Yashoda Senivaratna.
Educational news. Tips to speak English fluently and confidently. Read out loud and talk to yourself. Listen to more English every day. Watch English movies with subtitles. Learn and study phrases. Use real English lessons. Don't study too much grammar. Don't be afraid of making mistakes. Don't compare your English with others. Relax and have a positive attitude. By Takshi Diva.
Book review. Sense and Sensibility was first published in 1811 by Jane Austen, and this is the story of two elder Dashwood sisters, Eleanor and Marianne Dashwood, and is a portrayal of the decorum surrounded courtship and the importance of marriage to a woman's livelihood. Literary book review by Udari Senaratna.
Poem Childhood. Theme Happiness of the Childhood. The entire poem reflects about the beauty of the childhood by Iresha Subhashin.
Poem An elegant picture. This poem describes about a morning. The beauty of a morning, how it looks like in a remote area and how can we feel the freshness of a morning is described in this poem by Lakshika.
Kids Corner, the dwelling place. This is the story about a tortoise and a bird. The moral of the story is better a crowded hut than a lonely mansion. Jokes related to the importance of words. For an example, what word is spelled incorrectly in every single dictionary? The answer is incorrectly. Puzzles for kids. Kids Corner by Sasna.
That's all for today, Mahaweli Bulletin News. Thanks for watching. I'm Sureshini. Have a great day. Message to the society. Be happy with what you have while working for what you want by Dilki. Be kind to others so that you may learn the secret art of being kind to yourself by Macmini. If you want to succeed, focus on changing yourself, not others, by Lakshika. Don't waste your valuable time with people that are not adding to your growth, by Udari. Working for success will make you a master, but working for satisfaction will make you a legend, by Savindya. Don't carry your mistakes around with you. Instead, place them under your feet and use them as stepping stones, by Sitara. Education is the passport to the future, but tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today, by Takushi. The most important investment we can make collectively and individually is education, by Yashoda. Achievement is not always success, while reputed failure is often, by Iresha. Success is no accident, it is hard work of what you are doing or learning to do, by Vatsala. One child, one teacher, one book, one pen can change the world, by Sanjeeva. Dreams don't have an expiration date. Don't tell people about your dreams, believe in yourself, by Sasna. Everything you can imagine is real, don't limit yourself, remember what you believe you can achieve, by Taraka. You can teach a student a lesson for a day, but if you can teach him to learn by creating curiosity, he will continue it as long as he lives, by Shafrina. Education is not preparation for life, education is life itself, by Sevandi. Develop a passion for learning. If you do, you will never cease to grow, by Sureshini. Thank you. Mahaweli Bulletin of the Record. We all know that e-newspaper has become popular with the development of technology. So we try to give the best output for Mahaweli Bulletin as an e-newspaper. We did it under the guidance of our group leaders. There were 16 members in our group, and we shared and discussed our ideas via WhatsApp group. Newspaper articles were selected by group members according to the given topics, and they gathered all the facts and related pictures themselves. There were 3 proofreaders to check and correct articles. All the group members had a chance to suggest a suitable name for the newspaper, and our group leaders asked us to vote for the best suggested name, and most voted name was selected as our newspaper name. That was Mahaweli Bulletin. And we had an interview with Mr. Ranjit Tilakaratna, a lecturer of MNCOE, to gather information for our newspaper. Finally checked and corrected newspaper article pages were forwarded to the editor for the final output. So as a group, we are proud to collaborate for this e-newspaper, Mahaweli Bulletin. Thank you.
It was nice to hear our beloved lecturer, Mr. Ranjit Tilakaratna sir.
Yes, Prarthana. I also learned many things from this interview. It was really inspirational.
Pramodya, here it is the final newspaper that we are going to read out.
It's bulletin. So let's see what we have there.
There in the newspaper, there are interesting articles such as Sri Lanka to limit passenger arrivals for 14 days. The key features that the teacher trainees has to concern when they are planning teaching and learning activities, and the effect of the COVID-19 to our daily life.
Ah, is that so? So let's have a look at it.
In this digitalized world, people tend to go for paperless concept. As a result, almost everything is done virtually. The concept of e-newspaper comes into reality as this. This is a self-contained, reusable and refreshable version of a traditional newspaper. We, group number 8 of CE8 class of Mahaweli National College of Education, are here to present our e-newspaper bulletin. So let's proceed with the editorial.
Using palm oil causes many public health issues. As a result of that, our president instructed to ban importing palm oil completely. Read this article to be aware of this situation regarding palm oil.
We, as Sri Lankans, are well known as people who are rich in humanity. Each time when our people were in extreme weather disasters, each of us got together and helped them. But can there be selfish people among them? Distributing concessions during floods in Sri Lanka. Does it really work? Read this article for more information.
Can you imagine how irresponsible we are? Do you know how many accidents occur per year? Police department has revealed an unbelievable news. In this article, you will find how accidents occur and how can we reduce the rate of accidents by ourselves. Be in touch, drive slower and live longer.
Readers decorate the world, character is their paint. They live exemplary life and make the world better than they found it. There are so many exemplary characters in Sri Lanka. Among them, we are not talk about so much on female characters. Do you want to know more about Sirimawa Bandaranayaka, Susantika Jayasinghe or Nanda Malini? In this article, you can find more about them.
In the educational field, we can see new trends according to the pandemic situation. While the teachers are trying to cover the syllabus, the students are trying to complete their assigned activities. In this article, let's see how it goes.
We have written the editorial page under the heading of Let's Act Responsibly to Heal Our Motherland. In this contemporary situation, if we don't act responsibly or if we continue to act carelessly, our lives would not be possible on the earth. Nobody can save us. We are the only responsible for our own lives. So we have written it with the purpose of influencing public opinion and also try to get people to take action on this crucial situation. So it's a completely awareness raising page. A good beginning makes a good end. So this is the time for us to show the immunity power of Sri Lankans to the entire world. If you want to act responsibly, just go through our editorial page.
How long has COVID-19 affected our day-to-day life? What are the most common symptoms of the COVID-19? In this article, you can find how the COVID-19 has rapidly affected our day-to-day life. Get aware and be safe.
Is COVID-19 wreaking havoc on music? All the world is hunkered down, and the music industry has been hit hard by coronavirus, with live performance revenue the biggest casualty. 660 had put on a historic show at Eden Park in New Zealand with 50,000 fans where social distancing is not required after the nation stamped out the coronavirus. In this article, you can find more about this show.
Do you like to travel around the country? I think you all love that. How about if you get chance to travel or take a holiday in one of natural places in Sri Lanka? I think it will become an amazing experience for you all. In this article, you will find 5 natural wonders in Sri Lanka. They are Sacred City of Kandy and Temple of Tootheli, Sigiriya, the Golden Temple of Dambulla, Sinharaj Forest Reserve and Horton Plain. So, which one do you think will inspire you next holiday or travel?
Why can't my students understand the lessons? Is there any problem with their learning ability? But they are showing excellent performances in other subjects. What's the reason behind it? Maybe there's a problem with my teaching methods. Do teaching methods really matter for the lessons? For all these questions, you will find the answer from this article. Read and enjoy.
The asymmetric quadrilateral. As we live in a third world country, this pandemic and virtual learning hits both teachers and students with unfair requirements to fulfill virtual teaching and learning process. In here, we discuss the pros and cons of virtual learning and physical learning, and as well as the problems faced by teachers and students in current Sri Lanka. Dive into this and you will find the common problems of present education system.
Children are the future of our country. We should give them exemplary things whenever possible. In this article, you can enjoy some activities that helps to improve your knowledge. Children love color and variety most because they always like to play. When it comes to play games, kids today are tempted to spend time on playing video games by looking at a digital screen. But if you read this article, you can also find information about an outdoor game that you can have fun with friends during the spare time. Reading this will also help you to improve your English knowledge as well. So I invite you to read the Kids Corner article to know more about this.
Are you in stress? Do you want to get free from it? Then enjoy comic and cartoons and get rid of your stress. Poetry is a matter of life, not just a matter of language. Breathe in experience, breathes out poetry. Have a look into our poetry corner. The best words in the best order.
Being a teacher of a national college makes your life more colorful and beautiful. Including you all and myself, we are prospective teacher trainees of Mother Mahaweli. Do you remember the functions we had over there? So now this article is about our college memories. Just go through it and refresh your sweetest memories.
Here comes a dreamy, creamy dessert which makes your mouth melting. Caramel pudding is a dessert with nice texture, flow and sweetness. Go through the article and experience this royal dessert.
When you are dressing for the day as a teacher, always look at your outfit from a student's eye view. Choose your sari design, dress for success and respect.
Would you like to buy fresh milk and get them delivered to your doorstep? Contact me 077 490 7865. Do you want to buy a new touchscreen remote controller? Hurry up, stocks are limited. Are you suffering from joint pain or any other pain? Then order the solution here, Optiflex Formula. Is your business accounting stuck? Then give us a quick call and we will give you the best solution. CTFS Consolidated Tax and Financial Services.
We are willing to bring the latest news to your fingertips. Therefore, I am taking this opportunity to invite all of you to read our e-newspaper bulletin, The Mirror of the Society. Thank you.
How was it? Isn't it marvelous? Pramodya, didn't you see some new features in that newspaper which was really interesting?
Indeed, Sangeeta, didn't you get attracted to the comic and cartoon page, which was really unique?
Of course, why not? There was an article related to exemplary characters also. Not only in Sri Lanka, we have exemplary characters in our college itself. It was Madam Manik Pravegama who has been interviewed in our college.
That's true. We are bringing up under all those exemplary characters while gaining good education. Also, it is our responsibility to protect and love our country, even in this pandemic situation. So you can read out more from newspaper bulletin.
Now it's time for a speech.
We now invite our Madam President, Mrs. W.P. Lianage, to address the gathering to give her valuable inputs to our teacher trainees who are aspiring to be like her.
Good morning to you all. Special guests, Mrs. S.M.J. Samarakon, former President of Mahaweli NCOE, Mr. Saman Pitawala, former Vice President, Academic and Quality Assurance, 3 Vice Presidents, Coordinators, Deans, Sectional Heads, Subject Coordinators and other lecturers and teacher trainees of the 34th batch. It is indeed a pleasure for me to speak a couple of words at this special moment of launching of the virtual newspaper Ezine 2021. This is one of the long-awaited projects done by the English unit. They were to launch it in June 2021, but due to various reasons, they had to postpone it. As I reckon, the main objectives of these projects are to enhance teaching and writing skills of the trainees, to promote creativity and team spirit, and finally to enhance digital literacy. By looking at the objectives, we can guarantee that this project is very helpful to uplift the standards of trainees to meet the challenges in 21st century. I think healthy competition is good to motivate trainees to do something better. 8 e-newspapers were produced by the English unit and all of them were awarded e-certificates for their participation and special contribution. This is a novel experience for Mahaweli NCOE. I think English unit will continue such good practices in the future as well. The lecturer in charge of this project, Mrs. Shiromi Opulanetta, has guided the trainees very well. I would like to congratulate her for the success of this project. Her key interest is to produce newspapers to improve reading and writing ability among English trainees. I have witnessed her getting trainees to produce huge physical newspapers in Peradeniya NCOE as well. I think COVID-19 pandemic could not stop her good work, where she turned that physical newspaper into an e-newspaper. I think this is a wonderful experience for everyone. I would like to thank Vice President Academic and Quality Assurance, Mrs. Indrani Veerasinghe, for her guidance, and the sectional head, Mrs. Shiromi Upulanetta, and the organizing committee for doing this massive event in a very interesting way. I hope you all will take this experience to your schools next month and perform better to provide more exposure to students. I wish you all a very bright future. Thank you.
Thank you so much, madam. This event would be nothing without her guidance. She was always there with us without even considering her personal works. Being sweet and keeping a smile even during hectic days is a really hard thing. So we should learn it from her. So I would like to kindly request our beloved lecturer, Mrs. Shiromi Upulanetta, to address the gathering.
Good morning to all. Our special guests, Madam Srimati Samarkon, the former President of Mahaweli National College of Education, and Mr. Saman Pitawala, the former Vice President Academic and Quality Assurance. The President of Mahaweli National College of Education, Madam Kanti Liyanage, the Vice Presidents, coordinating lecturers, the deans, sectional heads, members of the academic staff, and all the teacher trainees of 34th batch. It's a great pleasure to share a few thoughts with you on this long-awaited event. First, let me congratulate all the teacher trainees of the English Unit 34th batch for making this event a success. It says, some flowers bloom in autumn, not in spring. So you all were so much patient with me and waited to make this event a reality. Due to various technical issues, we had to postpone it for several occasions. But today, that dream had come true. So thank you very much for tolerating me. If I go back along the memory lane, we started this mini project with the batch of year 2013-14 at Mahaweli National College of Education. Ever since, this event was held annually except the last year due to pandemic crisis. In order to face this situation, Ezine 2021 was planned to launch on virtual platform by the English unit of 34th batch. Our main objectives of this project were to promote reading and writing skills of the trainees, also to enable them in linguistic abilities, as well as promoting and encouraging for their creativity. Today, this program is dedicated as a mark of respect and a tribute to all the presidents of Mahaweli National College of Education and all the lecturers who have rendered their service to Mother Mahaweli. If I talk about the e-newspapers displayed on screen, they were designed by 8 teams of the English unit last June. These 8 teams were monitored by a steering committee. The team leaders, along with their teammates, made tireless efforts to make this event a success. Furthermore, they were equipped with 21st century skills, which is a dire need of the work of world today. So I think this platform would have helped the trainees to showcase their talents as well as to carry out such events in their working places in future. I take this opportunity to thank the President of our college, Madam Kanti Liyanage, for giving me the permission to launch this event. Madam, thank you so much for supporting me to carry out this event today. And also the Vice President, Academic and Quality Assurance, Madam Indrani Veerasinghe, for encouraging me always. A very big thank to dear colleagues in the English unit who have devoted their time for interviews and all the support given by the academic staff. And a special thank to our special guests, Madam Srimati Samarakon and Mr. Saman Pitawala, for adjudicating the newspapers. Sir, Madam, thank you very much for every encouragement and support given to us and dedicating your time to be with us today. Next, I thank all the past pupils of MNCOE and also Mr. Dinupa Jayasinghe, Mr. Malik Faizer and Ms. Nusra Nilamdeen for helping us to design the e-certificates and the Ezine emblem for us. Finally, all the wonderful trainees in 34th batch, including the steering committee headed by the 4 dynamic figures, Akila Fatima, Hiruni Hettiarache, Kamsika Peters and Tharindu Devatante, especially for carrying all the burden of the technical side. And thank you all who have supported us in numerous ways and who have joined us today. Wish you all good luck and may you all reach the pinnacles of your career. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Madam. Now, we are at the end of the grand as well as the successful launch of Ezine. Now, I would like to invite Kasana Pusala to deliver the word of thanks.
Good evening to all of you. It's my privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this newspaper launching webinar, Ezine 2021. Respectable President, Mrs. W.P. Liyanage, our special 2 guests, former President Mrs. Srimati Samarakon and former Vice President Mr. Saman Pitawala, 3 Vice Presidents, coordinating lecturers deans of the college, beloved lecturers, and my dear colleagues. Today I stand here with mixed emotions. On one side, our successful newspaper launching, and on the other side, a sense of sadness that our former Madam President, Mrs. Srimati Samarakon, has gone on retirement. Madam, you are a blend of many treasures of life put together. You have demonstrated great professionalism even while taking the position of a parent for all of us. We honor and thank you for your dedication and service for our college, Mahaweli National College of Education. For your devotion and hard work, you deserve the best retirement ever. This e-newspaper launching is a tribute to your tremendous commitment. Thank you so much, Madam. I am immensely grateful to our former Vice President, Mr. Saman Pitawala, for attending this occasion and being a member of the Adjudication Board. Thank you, sir, for devoting your valuable time. I, on behalf of the English unit of Mahaweli National College of Education, take this golden opportunity to thank our respectable Madam President, Mrs. W.P. Lianage, who spared time from her busiest schedule to grace this occasion. We'll cultivate the advice you gave in real life. Thank you so much, Madam. Next, I extend my most sincere thanks to our Vice Presidents, coordinating lecturers, deans of the college, and all my beloved lecturers, not only for participating, but also for guiding and encouraging us in every good step that we take. I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the lecturers of the English unit of Mahaweli National College of Education for their great support to make this event a success. I would like to take this opportunity to place on record my special thanks to Madam Shiromi Upulanetta for being our guiding star. Without your guidance and support, we won't be able to do such a wonderful newspaper launch. Thank you so much, Madam. My special thanks goes to Mr. Dinupa Jayasinghe, Mr. Malik Faizer, and Ms. Nusra Nilam Jain for supporting us to make this event a success. Events like this cannot happen overnight. The wheels started rolling weeks ago. We have been fortunate to be backed up by a team led by two coordinators, Fatima Kila and Hirun Hettiaraji. A great support is given by Kamsika, the secretary, for the documentation. The newspaper launching webinar wouldn't be a success without the dedication of the steering committee and 5 comparers, and also Tarindu Devatantri, the person behind the technical arrangements. Hats off to all of them. My heartiest thanks goes to the English unit who has been the backbone of this event. I am immensely thankful to my sisters and brothers of the 34th batch of Mahaweli National College of Education for their tireless effort to succeed in this event. I extend my gratitude to our senior brothers and sisters not only for joining but also for all the encouragement and support. Last but not least, I thank each and everyone wholeheartedly for glorifying this event with your gracious presence.
Thank you, Kasuni. I hope you all are amazed by the creativity and the skills of our trainees. We will meet you with some exciting programs in the future. Thank you everyone for joining us. Have a better future.